Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Watoto Na Sanaa podcast. Today on the show we have an amazing friend of ours who would like to introduce herself to us.
Hi all, and good morning, good afternoon, and my name is Anne Nyamura Murada, and I am a child protection and safeguarding specialist.
If you could describe Anne in one word, what would it be?
Warmth. I don't even think about it.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast. So on this podcast, we are so big on talent, and therefore we like to hear what people think about talent, and mostly importantly, towards to inspiring their own ones.
Karibu sana, asante.
How important do you think it is to nurture the gifts and talents of children?
I think it is very important for us to give a good platform for a child to be able to express themselves. Because when you talk about gifts and talents, you're just basically talking about giving somebody a platform to be able to express themselves. And I think it's even more important for us to give that chance to children because they're growing up, they're getting to know themselves a little bit more. So giving them that platform for them to be able to know, oh, this is how I am, this is how I act, this is my character. Eventually, it leads them to be able to know what they are good at, and what they are naturally good at gives them their talent. And then eventually they get to know, what do I want to do in the society, what impact do I want to create, and that comes from the gifts that they've been given. And then eventually they get to understand their God-given mandate or purpose in life, which we call the calling. So I think it's very important for us to give children a platform to be able to understand all that.
What advice would you give to kids who think they have a gift and a talent?
To pursue them both. Don't give up on either. You have the ability to do all. You just need to plan. I mean, your parents or your guardian helps you to plan, and you go for it. You go for both. You will excel in education, and you will still excel in your talents.
What would you tell other parents in regards to supporting their children's gifts and talents?
Invest. As a parent, I think it is important for us to invest in our children's abilities and things that you're seeing your child wants to try, and you know that they are good for them. You first of all encourage them to do them, and then give them the platform and the resources that they need for them to be able to do it, for them to be able to excel in it. So us as parents being supportive of our children would be the best thing we could give them in life, because in future we will see them thrive, and that is the greatest joy of a parent. Yeah.
Safeguarding children's safety is what you advocate for. Tell us more about that.
So I am by profession a child protection, safeguarding and gender-based violence specialist, meaning that I help to interpret the law, yeah, to the common mwananchi. And for me, I like a child to be able to understand what their rights are. I like a child to also be able to understand what their responsibility is.
Yes.
Yeah, because we forget that part. You know, we're always talking about, their rights. We forget about that even a child has a responsibility. So for them to be able to understand that for their growth, for their nurturing, for them to stay safe, and for them to experience the full rights and respect of their rights. But also, the reason why I almost a child protection and safeguarding specialist is also to educate parents, to educate institutions where children are, to educate the community about keeping children safe. So safeguarding is all about do no harm. So for me, when I talk about safeguarding, I'm looking at even in your household, is your home safe for your child, for instance? Even think about a slippery floor. If a child fell, it could harm them. So safeguarding is about doing no harm. But also, safeguarding is also about making sure that that home where that child is, or the community where that child is, are they going through defilement? Are they going through a type of abuse, maybe physical abuse, emotional abuse, that you as a parent do not know? And so safeguarding means that you are a hands-on parent. You're able to see when your child is not okay. You can read when your child is okay. When your child is speaking to you about matters that could tell you that they are not feeling safe, that you actually listen.
What are some of the things that the society can do to safeguard the safety of children?
What the society can do starts right from home. So the home is a safe space. It should be a safe space. So number one, a parent being proactive at home, being present, understanding what's happening in your child's life, wanting to know what has happened in school becomes the first thing. You educating your child about how to stay safe is the first way of making sure that the society takes care of children. Then the second level of children being safe or taking care of children is a community. So the community where these children are, is it a safe community? Is everyone around that community thinking about the well-being of children in that area? And then of course we have the government, and the responsibility of the government is to make sure that we have laws that are good for our children. And for instance, we have the Children's Act, which talks about the basic rights of the child. And so the government ensuring that we have policies and also helping in implementation. Implementation means that when you go to schools, are the children protected in schools? Is there corporal punishment in schools? How are we handling issues of children in school? And all other institutions where children are. That's what it means when we say we want to take care of children as a society. It's the whole umbrella of people coming together and institutions just to ensure that children are safe.
How can parents ensure that their children are protected from harmful content?
That's what we call online abuse. And in other words, we call that, it's all about cybersecurity. So when you talk about cybersecurity, then you're looking at cyberbullying. And so many children go through a lot of cyberbullying. So some of the examples of cyberbullying would be between children, texting each other and you're bullying each other online. Children who use Zoom for education, and there are other children who are bullying you online about maybe how your home looks like or how you look like online. Cyberbullying could be as worse as child pornography, where it's a thing that children are getting into or being lured into being bullied. So those are aspects of online abuse. Online abuse also could be a child viewing content that is not appropriate for their age. And this is what parents have hands on. So parents, my question to you today is, what is your child watching? Can you be able to check not even check the device of your child? Can you be able to check what your child is watching even when you're not home? Like, one of the best ways for you to have parental control on online abuse is your mail, maybe just basically, is your mail attached to the gadgets of your children? Because if your mail is attached to the gadgets of your children, you can basically just look at what your child is watching and see. So for me, online abuse, how we should handle online abuse with children is just us as parents being hands-on. Just traditionally, like the way a parent should just be hands-on, because when you talk about technology, it's evolving, technology is growing, and then also our children are becoming better at gadgets. Like, you guys are better at gadgets than us, right? I'm sure you can operate your mom's phone better or your dad's phone better than they. Do they ask you to do some stuff for them?
Okay, your mom asked me to help her to set her. I'm the only one who knows how to do it because I was able to set her watching.
I see. You see, so you're better at technology than we are. So hata tukiweka some parental controls on your phone, like a password, would you know your parents' password?
I don't know my dad's, but
if you wanted to know, you would know, right?
Even if I wanted to do it, it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Or you see something like
and you don't know what they are writing.
Yeah.
But
all you need to enter the password.
Sasa najua umesikia, it ends with a 3. You'd better change the 3 and make it another number. But generally what I'm saying is that our children are brilliant minds. They know how to crack the codes. So access to our phones, the children will access, but the thing is, are you tracking what it is that they are watching? Are you also talking to them and letting them know the harmful aspects of social media and phones and online use of online issues and internet? So it's just an awareness that us as parents need to have, to be very vigilant about what our children are doing. Be present.